So, how to get over someone. How do you move on from someone? How to get over someone? This one's gonna get juicy. Just how I like that. So like, I don't know why, but like last week, this was kind of brought up twice. So it's like, you know what, now I gotta do this video. How to get over someone. So there's so many, you know, books and all this philosophy behind how to move on, how to get over someone. But you know me, like, I'm gonna just go all based off of like, you know, my experiences, off of what I see from other people, and just kind of like, you know, bring it all in one, and just kind of like, she was like, is it one best particular way to get over someone? Everybody's different. You know, can it possibly be one specific way to get over someone? No, there's many ways. I'll bring up an example. So I was texting this one girl who I don't text to anymore, actually. It's actually two girls that got cut off last week. So look, one of them was like, she was like, she's having boy problems, her man, right? And he was like constantly cheating. And she knew he was, but then it got to the point where she couldn't take it anymore, I guess. You know, something went off to where it's like, you know what, this isn't okay. He was basically talking to other women, sending sexual pictures, but not seeing them. So she's like, you know, is this cheating? Yes, that's cheating. You know, I don't want to make this video too much about what is cheating, what's not cheating. But the point is, she couldn't move on. And she was like, yo, how do I move on? I still have feelings for him. I want to still help him. You know, I want to do all this and that. So the biggest thing that came to mind with that is, there's a flower. I'm going to try to use this as an example. Say you have a flower. That flower needs water to grow. If you go on vacation and that flower is right there, and it's raining every day, the sunlight is not out, and the sun isn't not raining every day, because then it'll grow. And it's, take away the rain, take away the sunlight, this flower will die. It'll no longer be. Now, if you're still around and you're still watering this flower, you're still bringing sunlight to this flower, if you're still doing anything to this flower, that flower still may have a chance of growing. And that brings to me, which is a weird example. I don't know why I got this flower thing to mind, but it brings to my mind that, like, you can't move on from something that you're still around. You can't move on from something that you're still attached to, that you're still thinking about, you're still seeing, you're still, you know, in contact with. So attachment, you can't have that attachment. How are you gonna move on from something when you're still, you know, attached to it? You're still keeping in contact with it. You gotta delete them off of social medias, phone numbers, all of that stuff. Once that attachment to where all that communication is gone out the window, then it's mentally. You gotta mentally see yourself moving on. And not see yourself moving on, but doing it. You know, actions, like, with time, you know, then that dating thing goes out, you know, wanting to do this and that. Why is there so many quarters over there? Wanting to do this and that, you know, to go out, you know, that's gonna take some time. Wanting to see someone else, that's gonna take some time. But it gotta take baby steps. So, with another one, I wanna give another example. She was like, she was so in love. It's her first man who took her virginity. You know, she was actually, I just saw this girl, and the first thing that happened when I came over, she was like, I just saw your video on how to satisfy a woman. Anyways, but look, she couldn't get over this dude, right? And I was about to say something funny there, but I'm not gonna do it. She couldn't get over this guy, and she couldn't get over the dude basically because she is around him so long. You know, that was 3 years gone down the drain. She felt like it was a waste. You know, sometimes I used to think that too, like in my past relationships, like, is that truly like a waste? No, it's really just lessons, you know, that, you know, make you grow up, and also I think make you learn, you know, and also make you the person that you're gonna become one day. I think everything in life shapes us towards kind of who we are, who we're going to be. And yeah, that's that. So learning from that situation, not going back down those roads. Sometimes I think a lot of people stay in a lot of relationships that are harmful to them, or where they know it's not the right thing. I look so skinny and like, Okay, I think a lot of people stay in those relationships and are harmful to them because they are so attached, but you gotta lose that attachment. You gotta, I want to say know your worth, but that comes time. If you're still around that wrong person, it's maybe hard to know your worth. So mentally, you have to put yourself in a mindset to where this person is no longer for me. This person is no longer good for me. I wish this person the best, but to better myself, to get to where I need to be in life, to get to a point of happiness that I want in life, I have to move on. And I want to say for women, that's harder for women than it is for men. Maybe a man or a woman will argue that with me, but I think also I say that because women usually care more than men. And I think that's a fact. I think women are more caring than men. So that's why I say that. So with that being said, women care and love so much, which is not always the case. But when women care and love so much, it's kind of hard to move away from that one thing. It's kind of hard to get that separation, that attachment, that detachment. Is that a word? Mm-hmm. So when you're still wanting these things, you're still craving these things, it's a matter of, I want to say, then having, that mental discipline to still move on. 3 things: detachment, it's a mental mentality. You got to have that mentality, right? And the third one I want to say is really the most important one, is time. It takes time to heal. It takes time to really get over someone, especially if you truly love this person. Now, when I mean get over someone, I don't mean, forget about them, because, there's people that I've loved in this world that I'll never forget. I remember all of my exes. It's a matter of taking time, bettering yourself, knowing now mentally that I've made the right decision. I have to stick with this decision. I can't go back down that road that I once did. Wow, this video got long. And guys, this is purely just my advice to you guys. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a philosophist, philosophist? Is that what these people are called? You see what I mean? I'm none of that stuff, all right? So don't listen to me. Or maybe you can. What I feel like maybe you could listen to, I don't know. But leave in the comment, this video's gotten way too long. Leave in the comment section below what you think about it. Yeah, so that's the video. Thanks for watching. When you truly love somebody and truly have these feelings for somebody, I think going out like that and going to a party or getting drunk or going to try to have a good time is ultimately just temporary healing. Again, I think time, plays a huge factor into that.